there, Andrea Perry here with your Urban Health Report for this week. Now, we can all agree that seafood is really good for you. Great source of lean protein and the omega-3 fatty acids, which are really good for the body. But there are some instances where some seafood should be avoided, and we got this information from Netscape.com. So here are a couple of things, and go at your own risk. Number one is raw oysters. And I know a lot of people love raw oysters, but the more polluted that our oceans become, the more at risk the oysters become at not being really good for us. The reason being that oysters live and survive by literally filtering water around them. So if the water is polluted, then you may be eating whatever they, digested previously. So it's better to cook the oysters. Second, clam chowder. Now, before you jump to conclusions, here's the reason that we have clam chowder in here. A single 8-ounce serving of clam chowder is about 300 calories. That's because of the butter and the heavy sauce and things like that. Most of the time, if you eat clam chowder at a restaurant, they give you 3 times that amount. So you're eating 900 calories in one sitting. So that's reason enough. All of that fat can bring you higher cholesterol, it clogs your arteries, and it boosts your risk of heart disease. So not to mention the salt that raises your blood pressure. So if you're going to do it, go for one 8-ounce serving and let that be that. Okay. Next, farm-raised salmon. Now, you've heard a lot of people talk about the benefits of wild salmon, which is very rich in omega-3 fatty acids, but all of that disappears in what they call a farm-raised fish. They say from recent studies that farm-raised fish are 4 times more likely to be exposed to pesticides and a highly toxic chemical called PCB. So you want to watch out for that as best you can. And the last one, shrimp, but not just any shrimp, imported shrimp. A lot of unsanitary conditions exist in other countries outside of the United States that shrimp may be coming from. So if you're going to be eating shrimp out, whether at a restaurant or at home, you want to find the domestic shrimp. The domestic variety will be better for you in the long run and probably avoid some of the possible contamination from things like salmonella. So those are some of the things to avoid. To quickly recap, raw oysters, clam chowder, farm-raised salmon, and imported shrimp. So again, this comes from Netscape.com. I'm Andrea Perry with your Urban Health Report.